من دبي قناة هلا لندن اليوم متواجدة لتعمل تغطية حصرية لمؤتمر عالمي مهم كتير. هذا المؤتمر بيتمحور حوالي الاستثمارات الخارجية والعالمية، بيستضيف أهم الخبراء العالميين المختصين بالنصائح الاستثمارية والحصول على الجنسية الثانية. تابعونا بتغطية مباشرة وحصرية، مقابلات مهمة كتير مع أشخاص معروفين وخبراء حيتكلموا أكثر عن الاستثمارات الخارجية وفوائدها وكيف الاستثمار. تابعونا حصرياً بهلا لندن برنامجنا بحلقة خاصة جداً من دبي. Today, I'm very pleasured and happy and honored to meet Mr. Dariush. I've been following him on social media. He's been recently trending a lot, and we're very happy to welcome him at this summit and to interview him on Hala London TV. First, thank you very much for this opportunity to be in our TV, and I would like to welcome you to this summit.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much for your invitation, and hopefully I can serve you by adding some value to your audience, to your listeners and your viewers. So thank you.
We're very sure about that. So today we're sitting in the world where the world becoming smaller and smaller. First, I would like to know why you're attending this event and what exactly you're trying to deliver through your speech today. I know that you're about to go to the auditorium and start your speech. So what are you trying to deliver today?
I think when most investors think about investing, they don't think positively towards investment. They're always concerned about potentially losing their investment. They want security and safety. So what I would like to do is I would like to share my thoughts about abundance. I think abundance is everywhere. There's enough money for everyone to be rich. So the mindset of money is something that I need to work on. And also I'll share. And also money brings choices. And the more choices you have, the more free you feel. So if you have abundance in your life, be it abundance of love, happiness, joy, friendship, and money, you feel freer. So hence the Freedom Summit. Now, why I'm here is that 15 years ago when I came to Dubai and I had no followers, nobody knew me, somebody asked me, one of my students asked me to do a talk here. And there was 160 people in the room, and I got the last slot of the second day, which is a dead man's slot. Everybody wants to go home, right? Yes. I had no idea. I just thought, okay. So they gave me an hour to speak. I was speaking for 2 hours, which again is very unprofessional because other speakers want to go home. But by the time I'd finished, there was 200 and something people in the room. And somebody opened up a Facebook page, and today I have 500,000 followers on Facebook alone, over 1 million on social media, Instagram. So this place, I have a very high emotional attachment to it because I recall not long ago, I didn't have one follower. So it's nice.
That's very interesting, and definitely that's a success story that we would like to know more about in the future. Well, definitely today we are trying to promote investments and investments overseas. We've just had a couple of interviews with gentlemen from Indonesia and from Bali and from other countries who are promoting investments. We all know today the market in Dubai is great, and Dubai is actually getting all the attractions from all over the world, and it's becoming comfort zone, especially for people that will be living in this country for a long time. So why will we get out of that comfort zone and invest somewhere else, especially in unfamiliar territories and countries that probably we've never visited? Why will we do that? Why do you think we should invest in especially out of our comfort zone?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, great question. First of all, there's no growth in your comfort zone. So you only grow as a human being, and your bank account only grows if you're outside your comfort zone. Inflation is currently running at 9%, 9 to 14% a year. So if you have money in the bank, you're actually losing. Your money is depreciating. Also taking things for granted. Yes, Dubai, and I think for a foreseeable future, will do very, very well. Tomorrow, I'm flying to a country. I'm not going to mention it because I don't think they're actually represented here. And I'm buying 3,500 olive trees. My return on the olive trees will be around 36% a year, guaranteed for next 100 years. So my children's children will benefit from this. And if you don't, it's ignorance. You know, we always very easy to judge other countries. But if you actually travel, you realize there's opportunities in Bali, there's opportunities in Indonesia. It expands your mind. The world is getting smaller, but we have to get off our backsides and travel and see and communicate. Just because we don't know, it doesn't mean it's not legitimate. So I think the world is getting smaller through blockchain and technology. The movement of money is getting more secure and quicker and release pain. And I think there's huge opportunities for investments outside Dubai or anywhere in the world. But obviously, you have to do your homework and make sure it's an intelligent investment.
Well, that's definitely a very good advice. Do you believe that 2020, we all know what happened in 2020. 2020 was not just a pandemic. It had an impact on every level of our lives, economically, financially, even on social level. Do you think that the mindset of investors post-COVID and post-2020 has changed? Do you think this will impact more in the future investment thinking and strategical thinking for individuals and companies as well?
Another great question. By the way, I apologize. My PA's walking in and out the room and making noise. So, I think the mindset of people have changed because we're not traveling. We didn't think we'll travel as freely. So we managed to do a lot sitting in our lounges. We managed to keep a salary, work, sitting behind a computer and communicating people all over the world without literally having to fly there. So the mindset has changed. And I think at the same time, people thought that we won't shake hands properly. People thought that we're not going to get together again. Now the malls are fully booked, sports players are shaking hands and hugging each other. So as humans go, we always like to have that interaction and community. But where business is concerned, we're a lot more comfortable not having to fly and communicate with people around the world in an instant. So I think the opportunity is huge since COVID. And the majority of people are more open-minded about doing things cross-border without having to meet somebody physically.
That's very good. Well, you're a global citizen. You've been in, I think you've been living in UK also for quite a long time, and you've moved to Dubai. I would like to know what made you move to Dubai. Why do you think Dubai is your new home, and why Dubai specifically?
Would you like to pay taxes? So you don't pay taxes. And also, I lived 40 years in Manchester. And in Manchester is a valley. And it's cloudy. Romans actually built Manchester. Chester it means town or city in a Roman. So they built it because of the humidity and the cotton industry. Okay. So when I came here and I saw flat land and the sun shining, mentally I could see distance. I could see far. I could be a visionary. But I never felt like that in Manchester. I always felt the clouds were on top of me, everything was small, the roads were built around horses, and here the infrastructure, the mindset, the leadership. They used to build a bridge here and it's not right. They knock it down and build another bridge the other side. In Europe, not just England, it takes 10 years to decide to build a bridge. Then you have to take a vote, and then the government gets voted out, and the next one comes. It could be 30 years to build a bridge. Here, things happen fast. You can have 10 lifetimes in one lifetime. So I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's very interesting. Well, another question. Most people, when they're watching us today, or probably they've been attending the summit, they think that to be an investor, you have to be very rich. And to become an investor is something very difficult and complicated. Do you really have to be rich to become an investor? And how do you start becoming an investor?
Okay, great question yet again. Saving is about consistency. The sooner you save, the better getting rich. And you have to practice compound growth. You're familiar with compound growth. So what happens is you put 10 to 50% of your income every single month. Make sure you don't earn interest annually, you earn it quicker, and you keep plowing that interest back into your savings. I started an investment policy 7 years ago with £20,000 or 100,000 dirhams. Now I'm banking using compound growth over 1.5 million dirhams a month, passive income. Just being disciplined over 6.5 to 7 years, it went from 100,000 dirham investment to banking 1.5 million dirhams a month. And that's just, it's the eighth wonder of the world, passive compound growth. So I strongly suggest that your viewers study compound growth, because people like Warren Buffett became the richest man in the world using compound growth.
That's very inspiring, definitely. I know you're about to start your speech, and we're all looking forward to attend your session. So finally, before we close, and definitely we will need to spend more time with you and host you one more time in our channel. It will be our pleasure. Is there any message you'd like to direct to our audience before we end this lovely interview with you?
Well, thank you so much. And you're just going to invite me once?
Definitely can be more than once.
That's all. As long as I don't disappoint, I'll come over and over again. Well, thank you so much for being such an amazing interviewer. I think the most important thing is there's never a right time. Okay, don't be a perfectionist. Take action. Be it invest a small amount, just get stuck in. Take action, because action is the biggest motivating force in the world. Lack of action and comfort zone is actually, it's a killer. In a world where it's fast changing, fast moving, lack of action, you're shrinking. And as human beings go, if we shrink, we die. May not die physically, but internally, or motivation, or mind. So my suggestion is just take action. Make a decision, take action, invest what you can afford to lose. And what's the worst thing that can happen? You get educated.
Thank you very much. That's definitely very motivating. I would like to formally now invite you to be one of our esteemed guests in our coming show, which is going to be broadcasted from Dubai Pro Talks. We'd love to have you there. We'd like to have you more in our channel. I'm sure there's a lot to learn from you and a lot of messages our audience will be very interested to listen to. Thank you very much again for being with us. Good luck with your presentation, and hope to see you very soon again.
Thank you very much indeed. I'll be honored to. And thank you for being so amazing.
Mr. Dennis, how are you doing?
Amazing, amazing. Thank you for coming, thank you for being a part of this event, and thank you for featuring Freedom Business Summit at your TV.
Welcome to Dubai. As I heard, we had a nice chat today about your summit. I heard that this is the first time actually you've done it in Dubai. Can you please take us through the history? How many events have you conducted, and why did you choose Dubai for this year?
Absolutely. So actually this is our pleasure to be in Dubai, and this is our fifth event. This is our fifth anniversary because we started our event back in 2019 before COVID. Before many things changed since then, but the reason why we decided to choose Dubai as our location for Freedom Business Summit, because Dubai is a hub for global citizens, it's a hub for international investments, and it's a hub for sovereign lifestyle, and that's what our event is about. So we focusing on personal sovereignty, on global citizenship, on residency programs, on second citizenship, on location-independent lifestyle, and I believe that Dubai is a perfect place because it gathers people who are interested in all these topics, and we'd like to unite and to share opportunities about personal freedom.
Well, I have to agree with you. Being in Dubai, in a very cosmopolitan city like Dubai, hosting over 200 nationalities, definitely is the right place to talk to an audience who would be interested in such freedom. Tell us a little more about the objectives of your event, what you're trying to achieve, and who are you talking to in this event?
So, as I mentioned before, Freedom Business Summit, we have three main areas of focus. We focus on global citizenship, on residency programs. Our goal is to showcase an opportunity how you can become a global citizen. Not to stick under one government jurisdiction, but to diversify your assets across different countries and how you can find untapped markets and how you can find untapped opportunities. Also, we focus on international investments because we know that Dubai is one of the world's financial hubs, and many investments coming into Dubai. But we would like to showcase those opportunities that are outside of Dubai. And that is also important to realize that, let's say we focus a lot on Indonesia investments and Bali real estate investments. One of our strategic partner for event, Alex Villas, and they one of the leading real estate development company in Bali for luxury real estate and high profitable real estate. And it's something unique that we would like to showcase. So our goal is to show different angle of new possibilities and new opportunities.
Well, Dennis, I have to agree with you. In my personal opinion, endorsing what you just said, I believe after COVID, the mentality of investors has shifted a lot because we've seen the importance of having diversity in your investment. So getting out of your comfort zone and being international investors to have different opportunities and minimizing your risk of being in different industries. So definitely such event brings the world closer. And it's very important. We're very happy to be here today. Can you tell us a little bit more about the audience who's attending the event today? Who did you invite for this event, and what type of people attending this event? Where they're from, what are their backgrounds?
So, you know that Dubai is a cosmopolitan hub, and we have attendees from Indonesia, we have attendees from UAE, we have attendees from Greece, we invited Turkish Business Council, we have international investors, individual investors, we have crypto investors, we have real estate investors, we have global citizenship experts. Very diverse type of audience, and I'm very proud and I very appreciate that in Dubai, where fight for attention is super high, people found valuable to attend Freedom Business Summit.
Very interesting. When we had our Zoom call before the event, when you were briefing me about it, you've mentioned that you're holding different nationalities and you've been investing and doing this yourself. So it's very impressive that you're not someone who's just an event organizer. You are yourself an investor and you've invested in different sectors. What advice do you give to people as an investor today, not as an organizer? What kind of advice do you give them to invest and why they should really consider doing that?
Amazing question. So as you can see, one of the key motto of Freedom Business Summit is invest in your freedom. And I believe that every individual has intentionally invest into your personal freedom and into your personal sovereignty, because personal freedom is becoming a very important asset. And by personal freedom, what I mean is to securing multiple residences, is to securing second citizenship, is to have assets across the globe. And I've been doing like it by myself. I've been living for the last 10 years in different countries. I had 3 or 4 multiple residences. I'm on the way to get a Portuguese citizenship. I know how important it is, and that's my own philosophy that I'm sharing with the world. And also our summit showcasing Bali, as Bali is an amazing destination, amazing place, and Bali is some sort of heaven. You know, heaven for people, heaven for investments, heaven for real estate. And it's something that we'd like to showcase and to promote with Freedom Business Summit.
I'm very happy to be with you here today, to see such young, passionate businessman who made it happen. Well, you're young, and also to see how passionate you are about what you're doing. And this is exactly what we'd like to show our audience in Hala, London. Thank you very much for being here today. We wish you all the success in the future and hope to see you more on our channel and probably host you in Pro Talks show, where you can talk more about giving tips to investors and how people should invest and where they should invest.
Absolutely.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you a lot. Thank you for being with us, and looking forward for our future collaboration.
In our continuous coverage today for the event, I'm very happy to host Chris, who's going to talk a little bit about a beautiful destination, which is Bali. But let's start first. Introduce yourself and your company.
Yes. Thank you so much for the question. My name is Christian Kovács. I am from Hungary, and I live in Bali, and I present the Alex Villas Group from Bali, which is the top-ranked real estate developer company. Today I'm here as speaker to represent the Alex Villas Group, because we build the commercial complexes in Bali, and I think many of you know, heard a lot about Bali currently now through the social media, influencers, and how it's become more and more and more famous, this paradise. Yeah.
Well, we all love to go to Bali, and probably majority of our audience, they've been there to Bali or they heard about someone being to Bali for vacation. But today you're not here to promote Bali as a vacation destination. You're going to show us Bali from a very different angle. You're asking us and advising us to invest in Bali. So first, why do we have to invest in Bali? What are the advantages do we get if we invest in Bali? Let's start with that.
So currently what you need to know, if we just talk about this island, which is called Bali, the Islands of Gods, you know, the main advantage is that it's investing in Bali. It's not only about the money. It's about you can purchase a lifestyle. You can surround yourself with beautiful nature, beautiful beaches, and beautiful rice fields. So, and second of all, if we talk about investments, this is one of the top 1 currently investment market in the world, because now this market is blooming, and you can easily double this your investing money, and because the occupancy is very, very high there. So that means more than 90%. So it's very good for living and for investment also.
Well, I have to agree with you. There's always a golden rule in investment, especially in real estate. It says location, location, location. Yeah. So it's no secret that definitely Bali has the great location. But let's talk more about, but still the competition is pretty high all over the world, and the world is becoming very small today due to the media, social media. We're able to get a lot of options and opportunities. What the government is offering in Bali as advantages to attract investors to invest in Bali?
Yeah, so currently now, maybe you heard about that, but 2 months ago, the government has launched a brand new gold visa, which is give opportunity for investors to live in Bali for 5 years. So it's a very, very good opportunity, because the government is also trying to be more flexible with the tourists, and this is the reason why the government is trying to attract tourists for living and for investment also. So, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Offering definitely the freedom of travel is always a focus, and it's a focus of our event today. So, your company, you're a developer yourself. What advice do you give to people in terms of investing in Bali? I mean, definitely you have your own project, so probably you can tell us a little bit more about the project that you're about to launch?
Yeah. So currently now, under concession, we have more than 140 units. So, And now we just start to launch and start to construct our brand new project, which is a Complex 7. And with that, we'll be almost more than 400 units under construction, and it's insane because we build luxury villas, which is very, very Instagrammable, and with this type of villas, people can feel that they are really living a paradise. So yeah.
So, is there a minimum investment amount that we have to invest to be able to get the golden visa you just mentioned?
Yes. So if you want to purchase a golden visa for 5 years, and if you want to get a residence there, it's the minimum investment is $350,000.
Mr. Pandu from Incorp, how are you doing? And welcome to Freedom Business Summit today.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we are doing great, and this is a very great opportunity for us to showcase our expertise for Indonesian investment market and landscape. So we are happy to be here.
So I understand we were having a nice chat earlier. I understood that this is your first time to Dubai. First, I want to know what's your impression about Dubai, since it's your first time coming to Dubai?
Yeah, it's a very vegan city. So it's very wonderful cities and very diverse cities as well. And then also with a warm welcome from all the Dubaians, we can say. It's really great having time here.
So having you today at Freedom Business Summit, you represent Incorp, you're coming from Indonesia. We had a nice chat about some opportunities that you're offering in Indonesia. Can you please give us a little more insights of what you're offering today in the exhibition?
Okay, so currently in the exhibition, we are trying to showcasing the investment opportunity in Indonesia and further to Southeast Asia. Particularly in Indonesia, as the largest countries in Southeast Asia, we have a lot of investment opportunities that we can offer. For example, in terms of the property as well as the digital consumer technologies, which is currently quite booming in Indonesia, and a lot of opportunities to invest in the digital sectors in Indonesia because the growth is quite exponentially in the recent years, and because we are supported by the large population of our country as well, which driven all the digital consumerism to the very exponentially growth in Indonesia. So.
Well, that's very interesting. Of course, knowing Indonesia is one of the largest population in Asia. But what the Indonesian government is offering to attract the investors? As we know, the competition is pretty aggressive. And investors would like to know what do they get if they invest in Indonesia, apart, of course, of the financial benefits of having a strong business in such booming country. But what the government is offering in terms of help and support from the taxation point of view, and what other benefits we can get if we invest in Indonesia?
Sure. In terms of benefits for investors and investments in Indonesia, the government has enrolled a lot of subsidies or program for investors. The first one being the tax holiday for a large investment that are coming to Indonesia. So the government is pleased to offer even to up to 10 years of tax holidays for corporate income tax for companies who want to invest in Indonesia. And then secondly, the government is also providing support in providing long-term golden visas for entrepreneurs who would like to expand their business into Indonesia so that they can stay longer in Indonesia with all the benefits of being the golden visa holders in Indonesia. And secondly, the government is revamping their investment technology. Now Indonesia is more open for foreign investment because we provide a single window system for the foreign investment, which speed up the investment process, setting up a business process, and totally revolutionizing how we do investment in Indonesia. So.
That's very interesting. So, as I understand, by investing in Indonesia, you get a tax holiday, plus you get that up to 10 years visa. What is the minimum investment amount that we should invest to be able to get such benefits in Indonesia?
Okay, the minimum investment amount is from $800,000 up until $2.5 million, where you can get the benefit of golden visa as well as tax holidays. Yeah.
That's quite interesting. So your company, as Incorp, your company called, what is your specialty, and how can you support the investors in case they get interested to know more about such investment or investing in Indonesia? What kind of services your company can provide to our investors?
Sure. So our company specializes in helping foreign entities to enter Indonesia. And because we are a part of a larger group in Southeast Asia, we are not only able to cater for Indonesian market, but also further to 8 more countries in Asia Pacific, namely Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Vietnam, India, and Australia. So we can assist on establishing an entity or business in Indonesia, providing all the requirement and all the compliance for our client or for investors, and also supporting their business growth by providing compliance support and business process outsourcing support. So we cater this integrated within our 8 country presence in Southeast Asia.
Mr. Pandu, that was very helpful. We welcome you in Dubai first, Freedom Business Summit, and thank you for being with us in Hala London TV. We wish you all the best and hope to see you again in Dubai in another events. Thank you very much.
Hi, it's Georgette from Hala London TV. I want to ask you your feedback about Freedom Business Summit.
It's outstanding event. We definitely need to have more of this in Dubai and in other cities. It's a topic that is very important right now, global citizenship. A lot of families right now thinking what they need to do and what kind of citizenship they can get. And like, as for me, I'm covering the real estate part on this forum, and I was very happy to meet with my colleagues from all over the world, especially from Bali, we built here very good international relationships.
From which company?
From which company I'm from? Well, I'm presenting here a startup called Really. It's a prop tech startup where we connect international developers with international agents and helping them to sell more.
Hello, Mr. Alexandro. I'm Georgette from Hala London TV. I would like to ask you, what is your feedback regarding Freedom Business Summit?
Well, it's a very interesting summit, I would say. I met a lot of interesting people as well, which I connected with, and hopefully we'll do some business together in the future, as I'm a real estate agent in Dubai. And as well, this development in Bali could be a good cross-selling for someone that wants to, let's say, diversify their portfolio of investment in regards of the properties. So for sure, like, it's very interesting it's been, and still looking forward to the next round.
Hi Georgia, this is Nicola. I'm a co-founder and managing partner of Bali Investment Club. And yeah, Freedom Summit was an incredible experience, really amazing venue. It was such a pleasure to speak on the stage, and also very interesting crowd. You know, a lot of opportunities here. So yeah, I'm very excited to be here, to be part of this, to be one of the speakers, and yeah, looking forward to the next one.